So guys, since you really seem to enjoy the first part of today's video, in which I shared with you my thoughts on some of the most highly rated perfumes by female reviewers here on YouTube, and you voted for the part 2, here I am filming it for you. So make sure to keep on watching to find out what do I think about some of the most top rated fragrances of this time by male reviewers on YouTube. But before we get started, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe to my channel if you're here for the first time, and please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoy watching this kind of content. And once you're done with that, we can get started. So hello and welcome everyone to the part 2 of most highly rated fragrances by male reviewers on YouTube. And just in case you missed the first female part, don't worry, the link to it as well as other health information you will find down below in the description box, so make sure to check it out. And without any further ado, let's get started and open this list with the first fragrance that is by the brand Roja Parfums, the name of which I always mispronounce, but Sebastian from the channel The Perfume Guy really likes their number 5, and he said that this is one of the best ambery perfumes on the market.
This is, to me, one of the best ambers currently on the market, and I absolutely love the way it smells.
And although I agree that this is a very sensual, musky fragrance with almost like a vintagey spiciness in there and vanillic amber, I just partly agree that this is one of the best amber perfumes on the market, because although it is very beautiful, it is just a little bit too challenging to wear sometimes, and I will explain why. So although I wouldn't categorize it as necessarily a winter or just summer amber perfume, you can definitely wear it all year round, but sometimes it is just too much. Maybe that's actually the muskiness in there that is not just warm only, it's hot, that makes me feel nauseous sometimes. So if I'm hungry or inside, you know, like in the car or in the office, it can be too cloying, but other days it is fantastic, and it definitely leaves you with this sensual and very warm, sweetened ambery trail. So just in case you are into strong perfumes with great sillage and performance, this is something you might want to check out. But let's move on to the next fragrance that was chosen by Chris from the channel Fragmental as probably his most favorite perfume of all times. I'm not quite sure, but since he mentions Enigma per Homme so often on his channel, I kind of feel this could be his signature scent.
It's expertly blended. To me, it's a masterclass, it's a masterpiece.
And I totally agree with him that this is one of the best perfumes out there. I have this travel spray, and the first time I sprayed it on me, I was absolutely blown by it, because in the opening it is so interesting how bubbly it is. Maybe that's because of bergamot, but some people compare it to the freshly opened Coke bottle, and I agree with them, because there is this beautiful fresh, bubbly fizziness in the opening. However, the fragrance changes, and there are lots of flowers in there that are all powdered by heliotrope, and then in the dry down, more balsamic notes come through with beautiful patchouli, woods, vanilla and cognac that makes it smell boozy but not too alcoholic, and it is definitely very elegant, super smoothly blended. And although it's expensive, in my personal opinion, it's totally worth it, because just the feeling it gives you, kind of well put together, wearing a very expensive and high quality fragrance. So I totally love it, and I agree with Chris. This is one of the best perfumes out there, and not just for men. Although it is marketed as a male fragrance, I would say it is absolutely unisex, especially because in the opening it's so fizzy, bubbly, refreshing and fun. Plus there are lots of floral notes in there and definitely powdery texture. So just in case if you're fancy, go for Enigma per Homme. It is one of the best perfumes out there. But talking about those best choices, George from the channel Fragrance Apprentice chose Tobacco Vanille as one of the best fragrances and featured it in one of his top lists.
It's always been a Christmassy scent to me, and I'm glad that that translated very well to many people.
And I agree with him that it kind of has this Christmassy vibe, but it is so much more than that. Oh my gosh, I finally added it to my collection a few years ago, and I'm so happy that I did, because this is one of the best sweet tobacco fragrances that you can find, guys. It has been proven by time, and all the love around this fragrance is real, because it's fantastic how chewy, sweet the tobacco leaf in there is. It is spiced. There is almost like a cinnamon accord that is giving me winter holiday vibes for sure, and the vanilla in there mixed with dry fruits, cacao, and what's, oh my god, I mean, like the sillage of it is so delicious. If you want compliments, if you want attention, don't worry that it has been around for a long time and many people are aware it's around and actually love wearing it. You will be in the center of attention, because I'm sure this fragrance will bring you lots of compliments, and it also will make you smell and feel really good, which is important in my personal opinion. But talking about such mood enchanters, as I call beautiful gourmand fragrances, there is this one from the Italian brand Cornetto that is called Mystic Sugar, that is apparently getting some hype at the moment, and I actually heard that from Dave from the channel The Fragrance Bros.
Sometimes that's cool, but other times you don't really want to wear something that smells exactly photorealistic. Sometimes you just want to smell something that is more of a fragrance, but kind of just beats around the bush. This is that type of thing.
And I agree that this is that, you know, great, beautiful, kind of edible and at the same time perfume fragrance, which is nice because although it is so realistic, truly sweet, gourmand, and very thick in the texture, it is also very nice to wear it because, first of all, this sillage, oh my goodness, people notice it because it's kind of in a beast mode, but at the same time, it will offer you something unique. For example, the interpretation of the pineapple note in there that is so different, let's say, from the fragrance that is known for it, all beloved Aventus, because in here it is mixed with heavier materials, not woods, not citruses, but tonka bean, cacao, vanilla, cardamom, so truly textural notes. And although some people compare it to Black Phantom, and I agree, there is similarity between them, they're still very different because that one smelled to me almost like burnt sugar and roasted coffee beans, when in here I get less of smokiness and more of, you know, like powdered, sweetened, and definitely like this intense warm spiciness. So it is quite ambery, it is very gourmand, but as Dave pointed out, it smells perfumey and not just, you know, your bakery. But talking about those gourmands, fragrances that make you feel good, and bakery in particular, there is this fragrance that I'm obsessed with at the moment. I discovered for myself at Decants, and so did Max 40, and I'm so glad that he has spoken about Fiordipan by the Italian brand Profumum di Firenze, because I really want to put it on people's radar, because this is such a particular gourmand fragrance that's not like your typical sweet perfume at all. And the most exciting part of it is actually the accord of bread.
Because they get very creative. They give you fragrances that are like out of left field, like stuff that you're not really, you know, expecting to smell.
So it smells almost like soft inside and crusted outside. When you apply it for the first time, you will be impressed by how realistic it smells of, you know, bread. But it is not sweet, as I've said. It's like a modern gourmand. And as you wait, the fragrance changes. It goes through different stages, which makes it exciting to wear. There is beautiful powderiness in there that might be coming from the flowers like iris and orange blossom, but there is also cypre oil, which is a dirtier note, mixed with woods like cedar and vetiver. There is even vanilla and, what I find very exciting, tulips. floral notes that are very abstract, and so is this perfume, modern, that will leave you with almost like second skin effect that is sensual. And I am very glad to hear Max loves it and talks about it, because I really want people check out this brand and Fiordipan in particular, because this is a different take on the gourmand genre, because it's not, you know, a typical sweet candy-like fragrance, and at the same time it is very sexy. But on that note, that completed today's most highly rated list by some of my favorite men reviewers here on YouTube. Let me know if you agree or disagree with these choices. If you're familiar with any of these perfumes, let me know what do you think about them, and check out the part 1. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up if you had fun today, and feel free to follow me on my social media to stay in touch. Also subscribe to my channel and activate the bell, and if you have any ideas for future content in this style, do let me know. I'm excited to hear from you, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned, smell good, have a great day, and we will see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.